So you've probably used your fair share of Bluetooth speakers, but this one right here is really cool and it has lights. Let's get started. So what I have with me today is the OITIM Bluetooth wireless speaker, and as I showed you in the intro there, it has lights. Now there's a link in the description with specs, price, as well as other people's reviews, so you can check that out if you're interested. But we're gonna go ahead and review this. We're gonna check the sound and see if this thing is actually as good as it looks, or if it's just all show. Now, the first thing I want to point out here is that this is Bluetooth, it's wireless, so it's going to work with all kinds of devices, whether you're using an Android or an iOS device, PC, or even an MP3 player, you'll be able to connect this via Bluetooth. And if you don't have Bluetooth, you can still use the provided cables that they come with. They come with these auxiliary cables, so you can connect one end here and the other end to your device if you're using something older. It also comes with a micro USB charging cable, and that's basically how you charge this device here. In terms of battery life, it says you'll get between 10 to 15 hours. I never took it to the limit, but I'm sure I had it on for at least 9 hours because I left it on with the lights going crazy the whole time. And that seemed to be pretty good. It's still not dead. On the back here, you can see you have one button, which is your power button. In the middle, you have your micro USB charging port, and then you have your auxiliary port so you can connect your older devices. In terms of controls, everything is on the top and it's all done through touch. So we have one button here which you'll notice is like a sun. That's going to control the lighting combinations, and you can see that it changes between 5 different lighting combinations, and we'll go through that when I give you the test. On the left, you've got a plus. On the right, you have the minus. Those are your volume. You have your skip ahead and forward. And then finally, you have your pause and play. Now, just going back to the bottom on the other side here, we do have a microphone, and that's because you can use this to talk or have hands-free calling. So keep that in mind as well if you connect it with your phone. Now, activating the lights is very simple. All you have to do is hold your finger on the light tab at the top. It works the same way if you want to turn it off. Just hold your finger and you can see it's turned on. So now that it's on, we've got the lights. Let's go ahead and give this a sound test so you can see how it kind of dances with the music and how it looks. So that's basically how it sounds, although keep in mind that the camera is picking up the sound through the microphone on the camera, so it's not 100% accurate, and that's why I'm going to give you my kind of personal experience with it. I live in a condo, and I left this all over the condo in different spots to see if I could hear it, to see if it would lose connection. It was very good when connected. I connected it to my iPhone. I also connected it to my Nexus 7. Worked perfectly fine, and I didn't lose connection anywhere in my condo. That being said, depending on where you are outside, if you have walls, cement walls, things like that, if you're in a basement, that may cause a little bit of an issue for you, but that's with any Bluetooth device. Now, sound quality, back to that. I found that this was great. It wasn't overpowering with bass, although it did have nice bass. And something to mention about this speaker, it's actually a stereo speaker. There's 2 speakers in here, so you get that stereo sound quality that is missing from a lot of these speakers. And one thing that I use with these speakers a lot, I connect it to my TV because my TV speakers and most TV speakers are pretty bad. So I connected it with this and it works really well, especially when watching movies, and that's to do with that stereo speaker. So watching movies like Superman or Transformers, or like high quality movies that have a lot of different sounds going on, this one here was actually really good and impressed me. And it's almost like having a sound bar with your TV, especially if you have a TV with very poor audio. Tying in with this speaker, obviously it's on the larger side here, so it's not going to be 100% portable, although for a speaker like this, it's still smaller than a big box that you might take to the beach, and it's able to produce enough sound that it should be good for wherever you go. I took this with me while I was playing soccer, and what's great about it is that it's splash proof, so if you do get a little bit of water on it, like a little bit of rain, or if you're sweating or whatever, if it gets on it, you're okay. But keep in mind, it's just splash proof, so don't go and dunk this into a pool or something like that. Lastly, just to talk about stability, it's something that a lot of people don't really consider when purchasing speakers like this. It's a round cylinder and it's long, so if you are going to put it down on the bottom, it's going to be a little bit unstable. They did add a rubber footing, which helps a lot, and as long as nothing bangs into it or the wind isn't insane, you should be fine. But keep in mind, if you are going to use this in an area where there's a lot of things flying around or lots of wind, it could fall over, and as you can see here, it is a little bit unstable if you just kind of give it a little tap. So all in all, this was a great speaker. I really enjoyed using it. I'm going to continue using it, and the fact that a lot of people who saw me and were seeing the lights going off coming over and asking me where I got it, it was kind of different, and that kind of separates you from the others who may have just a general standard speaker. I mean, its design alone, even with the lights off, is very unique. So when you turn the lights on and they're dancing with the music, everybody kind of turns and wants to know, where did you get that? And it's kind of cool that you have something that not a lot of people have. So keep that in mind as well. I don't really have anything negative to say because it's a speaker, it has stereo sound in it, and that was something I didn't get with a lot of the other speakers I reviewed. So if you want to check this out, again, there's a link in the description. You can read other people's review on this. You can see the full specifications, the price, as well as the different colors, because it does come in a black color as well, which is actually pretty sharp. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you have any questions, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the plastic test so you can see how much damage it'll cost, then we'll drop it on the iPhone. 1, 2, 3. So that's what it did to this case. Kind of shattered it. This is really scary for me because this is my main phone. Make sure I don't drop it on the home button here. 1, 2, 3.